I apologize in the future, like now, for rambling on about anything in this video because I just got home and I had no plan to do this and now I'm here, so yeah, here we go. Hey guys, it's Deborah. So today I'm going to do a very outdated book haul. A lot of these books I have had for a couple of months. If I have not mentioned it in any of my videos previously as owning it, it's going to be hauled today. This is going to be a very big haul and I don't think I'm going to be able to hold it all for the thumbnail. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Also, I apologize for the lighting. I'm in Florida, right? And it's only like 5, so it should be, in theory, pretty bright. But it's been like rainy and stuff the past couple days, so this is my options, and I have artificial lighting, but it's fine. It's good. It's okay. Alright, I'm gonna go in order of when I got them. The ones that I got the farthest away from now are the first 4. So the first book I got is 1984 by George Orwell. Yes, I got the mass paperback edition because it's still $10 for this version of it in tiny little print. Anyways, so my school is doing the play 1984 for next year's production, and I am in it. So I need to read the book and get a basis of what the play is actually going to be about. I'm not sure if I'm going to read the whole thing fully or how I'm going to do that, but my dad also wants to read it, so we now own it. The next book I have is Replica by Lauren Oliver. Let me appreciate these covers for a moment. This story follows dual perspectives. They collide at some point in the middle. You can follow Lyra's perspective or you can follow Gemma's perspective. You could read them intertwined, so you can read a chapter with Gemma or then chapter with Lyra, or you can read it like 12 different ways. I found this in the signed section at my Books A Million and I was like, ooh, I've been meaning to like look more into this book because it was very popular before it came out. And I found a signed version, so I bought the signed one. But one of the 2 characters is a replica, which is someone who has been replicated by like the original person or whatever, and they have been like held captive in a small town in Florida, and she escapes, and then I think she eventually meets Gemma and everything goes down with that. I don't really know much other than that, but it is signed, so that's very nice. The next book I have here is actually Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. My dad picked this one out. He watches the TV show and he's like, I want to read the book. So he bought the book and I'm just basically holding it for him. The last book I got on that Books A Million trip is Lair of Dreams. The last book I got on that Books A Million run is Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray. No, I don't own the first book and no, I have not read it, but it was on sale for $5, $4, and I kind of like planned on reading the first one because everybody likes it, so you know, now I own this brick for no apparent reason. Now to start, the books that my friend gave me, because this is the biggest part of the haul. There's 10 books in this section. The Hunger Games Tribute Guide by Scholastic. There's not an actual author. It's just like a guide to the movie edition of everything, I guess. I don't really know. But I own it now, so, you know, I don't know why I own it. Oh well. The next book I have is The Mortal Instruments Companion by Lois H. Grush. It's fine. It was already pretty battered. I'm not really sure why I got this one yet either, but I don't see the problem here. Next, I have City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Yes, I do already own this book. Stop judging me here, okay? I now have 2 copies of it in paperback. The paperback edition. It's not even like it's hardback. I don't know. City of Glass by Cassandra Clare, the 3rd book in the Mortal Instruments series, because she for some reason doesn't have Steve Ashes, so. The 4th book in the Mortal Instruments series, City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. This one is in hardback, see? This is a nice, solid mamma jamma. It's not very pretty naked, but she, my friend, she takes the book jackets off and puts them on her shelf without the jackets. So these jackets have been rusting away in a cardboard box for a year. Then we have City of Lost Souls, the 3rd, 4th, 5th, the 5th book in the Mortal Instruments series. This one's also in hardback, but it doesn't have the jacket. She doesn't know where the jacket is. The last book in the Mortal Instruments series, City of Heavenly Fire. This book is a behemoth. It is friggin' enormous. Like, the paperback is huge. and it fits inside of it. I would one day like to transfer all of my Cassandra Clare books into hardback versions, so I am slowly making that possible. Next, I have the Shadowhunters Codex by Cassandra Clare and Joshua Lewis. Joshua Lewis is her husband. Once again, I now own 2 of these. It's fine. Then I have The Mark of Athena by Rick Riordan, the 3rd book in the Heroes of Olympus series. I own the 1st and 2nd. They are actually right here, so you cannot see them. But I own the 1st and 2nd, and I do not own any beyond that in the Heroes of Olympus series. I have read them all. These books were fantastic when I read them, and I really wanted to put them on my shelf, but I didn't own them, and I was not willing to go and buy them. I'm not going to buy them brand new. Following that, I also have The House of Hades. This book haul is actually not as long as I thought it was, probably because I'm just like rushing through all them all. The last 3 books I have are my most recent buys. I've gotten them in the last 2 weeks, I would say 2, maybe 3. I went to a cheer competition about an hour away from here, and they have a Barnes & Noble, but we, however, do not, and I have not been able to find this book in my Books A Million. It is History Is All You Left Me by Adam Silvera. I have already read this. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It was a wonderful, lighthearted read after I finished Akamav again. This book follows the main character, Griffin. His boyfriend has moved to California to go to college. His boyfriend's name is Theo. Before that he leaves, Griffin breaks up with him, and Theo goes and travels across the country to go to college. He meets this other boy named Jackson, and they are dating. Theo dies, and that is where the story picks up at. Griffin is grieving, and Jackson is also grieving, and they've had this kind of unknown rivalry throughout Theo's friendship with both of them, and it's just interesting to see how those 2 characters can connect and how this story can evolve by the characters. It's written in a really interesting way. It starts with the today, which is him heading to his ex-boyfriend's funeral, and then it goes into a historical event of where their real history started. You get to see their relationship bloom, as well as what is going on in current day and how some facts can relate to each other, and it is just beautifully written. The next book I have here is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. This book, if you've been around BookTube for the last month, 2 months, has been blowing up. It follows a girl named Scarlett and her sister Tella, who have been wanting to go to this carnival called Caraval, where the audience is very, very involved in every act that is portrayed. They are finally invited to go to this carnival after a very, very long time of wishing to go and requesting that they were invited. They are finally able to go, and Tella is very involved and is basically the main part of the show of Caraval. The person who finds Tella gets to keep her forever, so Scarlett wants to go, has to find her, otherwise she will probably lose her sister forever, and that would be quite awful. The cover is just beautiful. Can you see like the way it reflects? Wow! This last book is my most anticipated release of 2017. I am almost done with it. It is a 699 page brick. And if you haven't guessed at this point, then I don't know who you are, but it is A Court of Winged and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. This book is the only reason I'm alive. This series follows Feyre Archeron. Oh my gosh. It starts out with A Court of Thorns and Roses, then goes to A Court of Mist and Fury, and your feels erupt in every book. There is not a moment where Sarah J. Maas where you expect something to happen. You have no idea what's around the corner until it's there, and it's right in your face, and then you realize that you're pretty happy with whatever she made happen. Most of the time. Sometimes. Depending on the time. This is the last installment in the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. There will be future books in this world, though, possibly involving some of the characters that are in this series, if they survive, she says. So that should be interesting. I just pray that nobody dies, okay? I also got the special edition from Books A Million. I went and got it on May 2nd when it was released. It has fan art. Oh, it's so beautiful. The covers are just like astoundingly gorgeous. Let's see if I can pick these up now. Okay, this will be the task. I am actually going to die. I'm picking them up. Oh my gosh! There's so many. Okay, this is done now. Wow, that was all of my books in this video. Thank God they didn't fall on the floor. Woohoo! We survived! I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to my channel to be notified when I upload new videos. I will see you guys next week. Goodbye! No, but like I seriously didn't die. I thought I was gonna drop them everywhere. There's so many! 17! 17! That is ridiculous! Okay, for real, bye.